Chris Brown is a no. He is, I mean, some of his songs are catchy, but I don't think he's particularly that good of an artist. And after hearing that he's accused of battery, I don't think he probably wasn't that amazing of a person either, so. In most cases, yeah. I haven't found an exception yet. Like, for example, Michael Jackson, everyone loves Michael Jackson. He's an icon, but there's a whole documentary about how he's a child groomer. Like, he was a great artist, but not a great person.
If their music is completely different from what they are, then I don't think it's like fair to judge their music.
This is a conversation that I've had a lot, and I've really struggled with this idea of the art versus the artist. For me personally, I don't want to give, moral or monetary support to anybody who is being hateful at other people.
There is no line. I mean, if an artist is problematic, that doesn't mean you are for listening to them, as long as you are aware that they are quote unquote problematic and you don't support what they do.
The line for me that makes it more controversial than I would be comfortable would be supporting artists who have values that run counter to topics around equity and cultural appropriation.
If you like the music, subjectively without like caring about the artist, that's completely fine. But I just draw the line where you like say that you really like who the artist is and you like their music. Like, you can't, if they're like a really bad person and you like the artist, then like that's different for me. If you stream their music, like that's just like unavoidable. But if you're buying their merch, you're going to their concerts, that's like a different story.
It's okay to listen to their music, but maybe try not to support them financially.
If I have something controversial that I want to listen to, that's certainly not something that I'm gonna be promoting. That might be, maybe like something that I, listen to in my car on my own. If it's something that I feel strongly about or if I identify with in some way, shape, or form. But I think publicly supporting them and perpetuating those ideas of inequality, I think we do have a responsibility to look at our role in that and how that continues to be perpetuated. I listen to a lot of 90s alternative rock, which, has had its share of controversy in terms of content.
Lana Del Rey. Lana's been accused of glamorizing abuse, but why is it glamorization if she's just recounting her experiences with abuse?
MIA, she's basically an activist before performative activism was even a thing. One of her first controversies, it was in 2004 when she praised the Palestinian Liberalization Organization during a time where, making fun of the US interests or policies where basically can get you blackballed in the entertainment industry. It just really depends on what society thinks is okay at the time. Like today, like she'd probably be praised for activism, and 10 years ago she would probably be almost blackballed. And so I think it really depends.